great day, beautiful people. Hello, it's Michelle here with you guys for a collective December energy reading 2020. Y'all, I did this spread last night to sit with it, to ruminate in it, and to really embody it. And I was shuffling the cards like, yo, it's December. Like, we made it. It was really hard. It was a lot of death, and we're here. So for the month of December, I wanted us to look at four major themes. First of all, the overall theme of the month, right? Something that's going to sort of be our guiding light through the entire month, right? Our major theme. And then I wanted to look at three themes within ourself and our soul, right? What are we going to be dealing with at home when we're by ourselves, our emotional, spiritual selves? What breakthroughs and breakdowns are we going to be going through in the month of December? And how are we going to be rising through it, right? And then the second theme I wanted to look at was how we show up in the world, right? Our business, our career, if you will. But really what I called it was our service, right? Our duties, right? The way that we show up in our creations, right? And then finally looking at the themes for our relationships. All right, so let's just go ahead and get into it. I'm prayed up already, so let's just dive right in, all right? So the overall theme for December is restore and replenish. And for all of you who know the tarot, you might be thinking Four of Swords vibes, but honestly, with it being Sagittarius season, you know the fire signs just gotta switch it up on you real quick. And I love Sagittarius energy. I actually work with some mythical spirits and magical creatures, so I love Sagittarius spirit energy. So for this month, restore and replenish isn't just curl into a ball and be on the couch or be in your bed, because if you guys look at some of the other videos I've been putting out for weeks, the energy has for Sagittarius season has been do it different, be unconventional. So even in this card, and funny enough, even in the Oracle deck, the guidebook, it says that restoring and replenish doesn't just mean resting. Restoring and replenishing means changing up your scenery, right? Replenish your senses, right? Try something new, taste something new. I have been seeing that people are trying to detox fast, detox from alcohol, smoking, meat, right? If you are feeling a call to do that, you are in alignment, right? I want to affirm that because that is restoring and replenishing, right? Restoring your sense of sight, go see something beautiful. Restoring your sense of touch, go hug someone. I know COVID. Go hug someone. Like we need to be held, you guys. We need to be held. Restore and replenish your taste buds. Like I said, trying something new, tasting something new, having more fruits and fruits and roots. I wanted to say, y'all, spirit be playing with me because they're like, you're a writer, you wanted to say that. Trying new fruits and roots in your diet, right? Oh, that tastes interesting, right? Adding some dates instead of, processed sugar, right? What else? Taste, sight, touch. Literally, I was feeling like, if some of us have been planning little getaways, I've been like trying to go somewhere where I can like safely socially distance, but also I need a change of scenery, right? So restore and replenish, I'll read you guys a little bit of this. It says, you need some variety, some spice, some change to bring fresh energy into your body, mind, and heart. You need to restore and revive yourself by changing the usual flow of energy through your being, right? It's not, because usually self-care is like shower, baths, nail salon, massage, right? Even revive that this month, okay? And then let's go ahead and get into the energy. What will be going on in our self and in our soul, you guys? And we have the Devil card and the Hierophant. And you guys, when this Devil card came up, I immediately, like, even the energy in this beautiful sister, let me shout her out right quick. Oh, y'all, it's all the way over there. The Afro Goddess Tarot. the Afro Goddess Tarot. I believe the sister's name is Drea. If you guys want to know where I got this deck, I would be happy to direct you to her, but I'm pretty sure it's sold out. And she's a Black woman who also made 2 new major arcana in this deck, which I love. So anyway, let's get into this card. The Devil. This Devil card feels great to me. I love the fact that these 2 people are coming together, right? Sometimes the energy is masculine, feminine. We could say ego and spirit, shadow and spirit, right? And then there's even a headstone there. And so I really do feel, and I wrote this in the blog that I'm going to put up for Haji. So if you guys see me reading, it's because I did write some things for Haji Healing Salon for the month of December. I feel as if there's going to be some ego deaths. I feel as if we're going to have some breakdowns. And then I feel as if we're going to come into a beautiful, beautiful union with ourselves. We are going to learn to love the shadow self and remember the divinity in us, because we are humans. We were sent here not just to be drawn by our instincts, motivated by our instincts for sex, food, and shelter, right? Those kind of major survival instincts. We were also built for connection, right? We were also built to think and to desire and to create new worlds from our own selves. Like, we are incredibly designed beings, and it's also complex because of the mind, right? There's going to be a breakthrough. You are going to and then with the Hierophant here as well, it's like gaining authority. This is personal authority, right? These shadow aspects will help you illuminate, right, the spirit within you, right? Because of your shadow, you see the God in you. Ashe. So yeah, and then as far as some advice here, and again, this is gonna be more drawn out for you guys in the Haji Healing Salon blog. With compassion, right? This is how you get through this, is with compassion, with graciousness, right? With gratitude. So in the month of December, Spirit is asking you to allow the breakdowns, right? And so if we are thinking about curling into a ball with this image, it's because we're going through a breakdown, right? If there's anything here as far as this imagery, allow yourself to break down, right? Because you, as I wrote in the blog, you must split apart to remember that you are already whole. Ashe, 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 ashe. And so let's move into the energy of our creations, our service, what we will give to the world, right? So the major theme as far as that is concerned is the moon and the high priestess. Come on, spirit. Come on, tapping into your femininity. Come on, mother, Cancer, right? I forget which astrology sign the high priestess is, to be honest. But I know Cancer is the moon and the mother. So I'm feeling really, I love this deck. I feel like you are going to be overwhelmed with how many ideas, right? I feel like this is ideas pouring in, right? I also feel as if, and something I've been saying on my energy readings for the last 3 weeks, is that we need to destroy, in some sense, how we've been doing things. Destruction, right? Shaking some up. Shake it up. Shake it up. We have to be able to destroy, right? To create. Like this, right? This is, did y'all see that? it's these two things, right? It's the duality. It's the two poles of energy. I feel the dire desire to create, but I also feel like I need to destroy how I'm doing this right now, right? And again, it does not mean that you're not on the right path. It simply means that how you're doing it needs to be different, right? And what I was hearing when I pulled this moon and this Hierophant, it's like you already know what's not working for you. With this high priestess, you already know that this isn't working. You're already like, I can't carry this into 2021. The way that this is showing up, right? People aren't showing up. There just seems to be a lack of engagement. We're just not connecting to the people that we're here to serve, right? And I'm feeling that as well. And I'm like, man, like what's going on? And I'm hoping that as I'm graceful with myself, the people who are working with me can be graceful as well as I navigate, as I transition, as I evolve my work and the the ways that I show up, and the services that I wish to provide. I hope that makes sense. And please embrace the fact that you're at a crossroads, right? This is why we need to, again, replenish, right? Do it differently, revive it, right? It is now time to move without pushing yourself beyond. No, I'm actually. We're gonna go with what Spirit's saying, right? We are going to push ourselves past what's a little bit comfortable, right? Like, man, that seems strange, but Sagittarius season is like, yes, it's strange. It's literally a centaur. That being does not exist. So what else can you create that does not exist? Like, have fun, as I said the other day. Have fun as you forge your new path, right? And understand that destruction is a part of the creation, all right? Last but not least, our relationships. The relationships closest to us, whether it be business, platonic, or intimate. The theme for this month is the Hermit. The Hermit. And for me, first of all, I love sis. We love an all-white fit. And I was hearing, what do you want? What do you want when it comes to your relationships? And please hear that in the key of Noah Calhoun from The Notebook, to all my romantic film enthusiasts. Okay, what do you want? What do you want, right? He's sitting there yelling at her, what do you want, right? And so I feel like we can be gentler with ourselves in our alone time, but whether you draw, you journal, however you create and process your emotions, now is the time to do that when it comes to our relationships. What do you want? And not only what do you want in a partner, right? Because that's what we're used to. What do you want to offer to a relationship? Like, what's an energy? What do you want to bring into a room? What do you want to bring into a relationship? What do you want to be known for, right? What's your legacy there, right? You might have a legacy, you may have a legacy for a business, right? Or capital to pass down, but what's your love legacy, right? How do people remember you, right? Maya Angelou told us, right? People remember how you make them feel. And so how do you make your partners feel? How do you make your family feel? How do you make your friends feel, right? And I was talking about that the other day, like realizing being in this space to show up and sit across from people for them to trust me. I realized I'm a safe space, right? And that. And I'm not saying hermit as a sense of shelter in place, right? And be in the dark crying and with the candles, and being intensely introspective. The hermit's energy for me this month is just about internalizing some things. It's about really just reflection, right? That's what the hermit is telling me. It's self-inquiry, right? In order to come out back into the world renewed, restored, replenished, right? So how do you want to make people to feel? How do you want to make people feel? And then also be open this month to some healing conversations. Make sure that everybody shows up into this space ready and willing to understand, right? I was just telling a friend the other day, I was like, if I love you, I'm trying to understand you, right? And when I'm not being understood, right? When I'm not being given an opportunity to be understood, that feels like an unsafe space for me. Oh, you won't even let me speak my piece. You won't even let me explain to you where my value systems are and to explain that that's why I reacted that way, right? We have to think about our value systems because our value systems really might determine why we show up the way that we show up. And if we do not yet have value systems, I believe that then sometimes we are acting instinctively off of trauma and off of past hurt because we're just reacting, right? Whereas now I say, you know what? I value transparency. And so when we were in that situation and it felt like you were hiding something from me, I attacked because it felt like you were hiding information from me. And that feels like a betrayal as a person who values transparency and openness. I think that sounds pretty good. So healing conversations, please be open to that. And like I said, if you love them, you are seeking to understand them, right? And in this month, I feel like in our relationships, I said in the vlog, this month, invite and cultivate unexpected magic and wisdom, right? Some conversations might have some unexpected magic and wisdom, but first we have to choose to operate at a higher vibration, right? Which is love. That's it. When I say higher, it's love. That's it. It's nothing woo woo. Okay. Choose to say I'm gonna be. Colin of Queer Cosmos, and I think he said that this was from maybe a return to love. I'm not sure where he got this from, but he says he'll tap his pineal gland when he's feeling when we're feeling emotionally compromised, to tap our pineal gland and say, "I'm willing to see this differently," or for me, I change it to, "I'm willing to see this with loving eyes," right? I'm willing to see this with loving eyes, right? Because so many times our anger gets the best of us, our shame gets the best of us, our sense of rejection, it completely clouds us. It completely clouds you, and that's valid. That's what it does. It changes your reality for a minute, right? But you can change the reality too by saying, "I'm choosing to see this with loving eyes." So those are the major themes. Again, this will be on a longer blog if you guys want to dig in a little bit differently. But please restore your senses this month. Restore and replenish yourself so that you can create differently, so that you can be different. I feel as if Sagittarius season is telling us to throw away the script a little bit, and still be operating, in love and integrity, with an intention to be a safe space, to create belonging, to be love, and to give love, right? As long as we stay grounded in some core values, I feel as if transformation for sure, new creations for sure, flowing and pouring in, and some healing conversations with the ones that we care about most. So much love to you guys. I want to thank Spirit. I want to thank you. I'm going through it too. I'm not entirely satisfied with everything and the way that my work is even being received, but I do hope that this met you well. I feel deeply, deeply honored and deeply, deeply grateful for having such insight, right? Because I feel like when we have a little bit of information, as Colin of Queer Cosmos says, to texture our experience, we are empowered. So I hope that this information empowers you this month so you can engage with yourself, your creations, and your relationships from the highest vibration and the most divine understanding.